there's not sharks, right? Because it's salt water, but like, never mind. Never mind. Okay, last question in the geography section is, how many continents are there in the world? How many continents are there? Good job. The answer is 7. Good job, correct. Okay. Now let's see, let's go into trivia, general trivia. Your first question is, how many colors are there in a rainbow? How many colors are there in the rainbow? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? You want me to tell you? The answer is 7. It's 7. Okay. The next question, which American president is on the $1 bill? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Good, okay. You want me to tell you the answer as well? It's George Washington. George Washington. What is the world's most expensive spice by weight? There's a spice that's particularly expensive. It provides a beautiful yellow color to food, especially rice. You want me to tell you? It's saffron. Saffron, saffron. Saffron is very expensive. Now, next one. If you're not, this question might be confusing for non-Europeans. I'm still confused even though I'm European. Just because growing up in Canada, basically my whole life, I never had to use this method of like measurement. Okay, your question is, what is 19 o'clock? What's 19 o'clock? I still have to like calculate it. If someone gives me the 24-hour clock, a nightmare. You want me to tell you? there's a smell on their suits, and it's like this acrid, metallic, like meat barbecue smell. Which, who knows, there's a bunch of scientific like explanations as to why that is, but that's so interesting, like charred meat almost, you know, very interesting. I wonder what space smells like. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, now, can you tell me, do you know when Coke was invented? Like Coca-Cola? Do you know when it was invented? Okay, I'll tell you. It was invented in 1892. In 1892. Long ago. What is the main ingredient in hummus? Do you know? Do you know what the main ingredient in hummus is? You know. It's chickpeas. It's chickpeas. The secondary ingredient, can you tell me? Good job. Sesame, tahini, very good job. Okay. Now the third one, a little language lesson. What does Dorito mean? What does Dorito mean? It's a Spanish word according to Google. Do you know what? It means little golden things. Little golden things. Cute, right? Like little golden. And they are little golden things, but they're like little golden leaves or something. Cute. So, your next question. What turns a plain martini into a dirty martini? I didn't know this either until I input this question. What turns a plain martini into a dirty martini? Do you know? Okay, I'll tell you. It's when you add olive juice. Out of all things. So random. When you add olive juice. Okay, next question. What is the one food that can never go off or expire? Like it just doesn't go bad. Super interesting. Honey. Honey. Isn't that crazy? Like bee honey. Little bees are the craziest creatures, honestly. Aren't they though? Insane. Okay. Okay, and now the next section of this video is habits. And here I'm asking you the questions personally. They're not about the world, it's not trivia, it's just questions directed towards you. Okay? So, first, how long does it take you to doze off when you go to bed? It takes me like 30 minutes usually. Give or take. What is your usual bedtime? Okay. has unhealthy habits. Mine is my eyeball hygiene, I guess. Not hygiene, but like, that's what my grandma calls it. I just spend way too much time on screens, and my eyes are always in pain and tired and foggy, so it's a big habit that I have to change. Do you do at least one distressing thing per day? Tell me, is there at least one thing you do in your day that's there to like relax you and make you feel de-stressed? Okay. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, life. This is the life section. General life questions. Random, really random. What is the dressing that's usually going on your salad? So if I put a salad in front of you, a salad that's not necessarily like Caesar, where it needs to have a specific dressing. I mean like a bunch of leaves and vegetables and whatever else inside. What's usually on there? What's the dressing? Okay. For me, it's always olive oil, salt, and apple cider vinegar. Always. I mean, 95% of the time. Okay. Next question. Do you have cool lighting or warm lighting in your home? Like, is your lighting yellowish, kind of like this, or is it more blue LED? Cool, cold lighting. Warm, 100%. I think it's very important to have warm lighting in your home. Very, very important. It's so cozy and it's easy on the eyes. Okay, next question. What is one thing you must always have in your fridge? No matter what, you always have to have this. Okay, now that's pretty popular, I guess. Not popular, but necessary. Good, okay. Yeah. I guess for me it would be hot sauce and ketchup. Condiments. I really like condiments. Okay. Last question. Do you eat lunch and dinner on the table or like on the floor on a low table? Many people and many cultures in general actually eat like that, so that's why I'm curious and asking you. Okay. I eat on a table, but I love eating on the floor off my coffee table. I love it. I just love sitting on the floor in general. Okay, now we're moving on to the love section. Love. And this one is all about self-love. Very important. So, I want you to tell me one thing that you love about your personality. Tell me one thing you love about your personality. Yeah. It's amazing. It's an amazing quality to have. Amazing. Okay. Now tell me your love language. Tell me your love language. Do you know what that is? sure it would make a world of a difference in your life and in how you feel. Good. Good. Thank you for, what was that? Thank you for answering all of my burning questions. Sometimes it's you having burning questions for me, and other times it's me having burning questions for you. So this was fascinating, really. And with that, I leave you. I truly, truly hope you enjoyed the video. I'm falling asleep. Can you see it in my eyes? I am passing out. Falling asleep. I love you. Have such a good night. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, now, as you slowly drift off, I want to guide you through the making of my favorite lentil soup. Although this is most definitely not the time for lentil soup, I can assure you of that, because for many of us it is over 35 degrees and we are melting. However, it might be a nice recipe to have up your sleeve for when fall comes around. So first of all, something that I do when I take out my lentils, I pop them in my and I swish around a bunch of water, because a lot of starch and like dirt and dust will fall until they're clear. I like using red lentils. They're super soft and yummy, and they cook so fast. And then I put the water with the lentils inside to boil. Boil, 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 boil. Yum. And when it comes up to a boil, once it comes up to a boil and you'll see the water will again be murky, I throw out the water and fill the pot again with fresh water and bring it up to a boil once more. Now, you want to chop up some onion, some carrot, and sometimes bell pepper. I don't always put it though. And in a separate